Hello. So I have been continuing work on that Canvas game which I'm calling Rock Fighter, um, and it's going pretty well. But I've encountered an interesting, I don't know, deficiency or inefficiency with using the canvas element to draw things. I had a little look into WebGL, but phones basically don't use it yet, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, I guess I could do that in the future for something that I plan to just be PC. Um, but you know, I like Rock Fighter, and I think I'll keep it to Canvas Query or whatever for now. Anyway, it's kind of neat. Um, and well, the problem is that you can't like draw an image and have it rotated somehow. You can't just... Let me backtrack a bit. The canvas element is a HTML5 thing. They introduced, HTML5 as a new web browser standard, like 3 years ago or something? And with this canvas element, you can draw stuff on it, and that's really good. You can even like load video and load frames of a video and print those frames to a canvas element. So it's really good. It uses, well, I don't know what it uses, but it seems to render quite quickly, like faster than you would expect a web browser software to be able to render. However, they do have a rotate function, alright? However, it rotates the canvas. So say you have a canvas, and usually you refer to the canvas using like context. You create a variable that is the context of the canvas in 2D space, and then you keep referring to that context, context.drawImage, context.clear, context.fillStyle, context.fillRect, whatever. So with that, up here is 0, 0, and down here is however big the canvas is. And they do have a rotate function for the whole canvas, like for the context, right? So you can go context.rotate, and then it's in radians, of course, because no one uses degrees. So by default, the context refers to 0, 0 when you rotate, and it goes wah, wah. So you can rotate a canvas, but that's not overly useful. Most people don't want to completely rotate the screen. Although it might be useful, I guess, for shake effects or something in the future. I'll look into it. But, say you have an object in the center of the screen and you want it to spin around. What you have to do, right, typically, it's sort of like a 5-step process. Context.save. Then, context.translate. Say this thing is at 100, 100, like 100 width, 100 height, 100x, 100y, and it's 50 width, 50 height, whatever. So you would translate the context from its 0, 0 over here, like 100, go down 100, and then plus half the width, plus half the height. And so that's the new context point, and then you rotate, like from that point. Then, so what you've done is you've moved the whole canvas, rotated, and then you have to move back, so that, and then draw it. So while the canvas is like this, you draw an image, but it's like still upright, and then you restore the canvas. Go bloop. So you restore the context rather. So yeah, it's a bit weird. The restore seems to like rotate the canvas back, but whatever you've drawn on it, yeah, I guess when you rotate it back, the thing that was like this will get rotated. And that's how you rotate things. And this is probably fine if you just have a little graphic on your website that you want to rotate. You roll over something and it goes whoop whoop, and you don't want to have Flash or something. You're just using Canvas. But I'm making a game here, and I have like lots of asteroids, and I have little particle effects, and I want to have them rotatable. because that's like a normal thing. And it seems like I'm not going to be able to do that without having this whole 5-step process for every one of my drawing functions, for every one of my asteroids. So every time I draw an asteroid now, I have to save the context, I have to translate to the asteroid, and then like the asteroid plus half its width plus half its height to rotate from the center pivot point. Yeah, it's just a lot of effort. And it seems like a weird missing feature. Yeah, anyway, the fruits of my labor should soon be up on the web page, www.games.com/rockfighter/index.html, which I'll probably change to .php soon enough once I get the high scores and leaderboards and stuff up. It's mobile.html for mobile users, and yeah, hopefully it'll have rotations soon, but it's so inefficient. Like, maybe if I could anyway, it's total crap, but that's HTML5 canvas element for you, I guess. It's a bit limited. WebGL's probably better, but I'll get into that later, I guess. Anyway, till next time.